So now we're gonna go and make all of our external connections to our pre-built data logger core. So for that, we will have that from our previous step. We have our radiation shield with our pair of sensors in it from an earlier step. So we'll be using that. We have our box that has now been prepped with our cable glands. We have our soil moisture sensor, our soil temperature sensor, our rainfall gauge, and we have our precision 1.8 millimeter slotted screwdriver. So move this out of the way. We will have cables coming in from here from our temperature, pressure, relative humidity sensor, as well as from our hot wire anemometer. And so we'll just make sure to keep these straight so you can always track them back to the sensors inside of here pretty easily. In addition to all of the external sensor connections, we'll also be connecting external power in the form of our solar panel. So for that, we'll need this adapter connector for the following step. So now we'll go and start passing our connections through. Here we have our hot wire anemometer on the top side. So we pass that through the cable gland like so. We have our temperature, pressure, relative humidity sensor on the bottom side, passing through the cable gland like so. These cables are large, so they'll be a little stiff to move through. That's fine. We'll want to make sure that we get enough slack with these. So then we take our data logger core. We have this for our temperature, pressure, relative humidity. We'll go and lay these out. So we're going to make a connection, and we're going to have it be from my right to left. Have them in the order of black, red, brown, orange, from my right to left, as we've done in some of our connections before. So we're going to plug these into port 2, making sure these are all fully unscrewed. There we go. Now tightening these down. So now we will go and connect the hot wire anemometer coming in here. So again, same as before, black, red, brown, orange from right to left. And we'll plug that in here into port 1. Now we're gonna screw these down. Now we're gonna go ahead and connect our moisture sensor and our soil temperature sensor onto the interface board on the bottom side. First, we'll open these up so that we can get appropriate slack coming in. Same with the temperature. We will pass our soil moisture through on the bottom side. We'll pass our soil temperature through on the top side. And then we will come here to make our connections. We'll have the soil temperature sensor on the 3 furthest toward me. We will have the order of connections of black, yellow, red, black being closest to me. So we'll pass those in like so and tighten them down. So now we have those 3 connections. Now we'll go and connect the soil moisture sensor. We will have the clear wire closest toward me, the black in the middle, and the red furthest away. So we'll slide those in and tighten them down. Those are the only connections that are going to be coming around through the bottom. So now we can place the board back somewhat, having these connections come down through here. These connections will just go straight out the front, and we can pull back some of this slack just to make our lives a little easier. Next, we'll be attaching the tipping bucket, rain gauge. That's going to come in through this opening and is going to come up through this slot in the mounting plate, and we'll come over and connect to this 2-position terminal right here. The connection closest to me of being green and red being further away. Pass those in and tighten them down. And now last, we will bring in the solar power connector. So that will come in through here, go over to the battery monitor connector over here. And here we bring in our solar power connector to go to the battery monitor with ground and black closest to me, positive furthest away, like so. And tighten that down. Now that we have all the connections made, we will go in and seat the mounting plate down, and in doing so, pull the extra slack out of these as needed. We don't want them to be strained, but we also want to make sure that the plate can sit down appropriately. So that looks pretty good. So now we're done making all of our external connections to the data logger itself.